Jerome! Jerome! Put on that Bobby Womack!
Nah, girl, I want to go way back. Oh, yeah, check this out.
If you're in the market for an off-road vehicle, ask about.
Where are we?
We are in Ogden, Utah, in the Days Inn on Washington Boulevard.
Cool.
Hey!
It is September 17th. Alright, walking to Hayward Field with my mom. Say
Hi.
and just going to check it out. Yesterday, I ran Pre's Trail. I'm not sure if I ran the entire route correctly or not, but I asked my mom and Wiley to time it, and he said 44.
44 minutes.
Anyway, so it was a mile to get to the stadium where I started my run, from that street where our hotel is near and back. So that's 2 miles right there. And then the whole loop of Pre's Trail is 4 miles, but I'm not sure exactly how far and how fast I did it, because there were some misleading signs or just other factors that I followed or didn't follow. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. But today is our third day in Eugene, and the first day we're gonna go check out Hayward because the track is open for some miraculous reason. I don't know why. So we're gonna go walk on the track, film it, and maybe we'll catch somebody who is like famous or something. But yeah, just give us a second. And there's my brother. Can you point to the sign for me?
What?
Can you point to the sign for me? Checking out Mr. Prefontaine. Say it again. Prefontaine. Hayward. I think any other sport puts men to the test as track does. I see boys grow into men right before my eyes. By Bill Bowerman. We're approaching the entrance to the field, hoping that it's open. It is. Oh my goodness. Yes. It is pretty. And so this is the stadium. It's amazing, quite amazing. I've never been anything like it. We don't have grass I've never seen a grass track or just a field that all it is track and field, nothing else. So this is pretty sweet. You can see the shot put circle. Got I'm not sure what those are actually. Of course, we got the start of the 100-meter dash. If I could, and I lived here, if I could, meaning that if I was on a team, I'd spend a lot of my time just in the stands. A girl was just back up there doing her homework, and I couldn't think of a better place to hang out, especially when there's nothing going on and your love is to run and to be around running and people who love running. But at the same time, you're going to school for it. So what's a better thing to do than sit down doing your homework or reading just like that lady was over there while being in the center of your life. I could see, although, okay. There's covering for the birds so birds don't get up there. Starting the 200 and the 5,000. Crazy. And 3,000 right here. And where those flowers are, I believe, is where they have the scoreboard for times and everything. Or actually, it'd probably be set up a little bit closer right here. The TVs don't show it, but it looks bigger than it really is. I'm talking about the pre-classic earlier this summer. I watched it on TV, but it's not the same as walking the track. On TV, it looked, the track, you can imagine it's the same size, of course, but the stands and everything looked way bigger. And just, I really can't imagine what it'd be like, because there's just the stands on one side and the stands on the other. So I have no idea what that really looks like. And gosh, it was crazy. Here we go. It's not just Hayward, it's historic Hayward. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Coming around, if we're starting from the exact point of where I started, coming around on the first 200 right here. And honestly, the track is amazing, but it doesn't compare to what I feel seeing this green grass. So perfectly manicured. Something that I never see before, see often back home. It just doesn't happen. But then again, everything around here is just as green as it. Maybe not as well manicured or watered correctly or able to absorb the water as well as this field. But still, it's the same color everywhere in the state I've seen. And this is our first 400 ever. So we're coming up to the mom, see what she has to say about it, and where Wyatt is. And right here, I'm gonna point to it in a second, but it looks like it's the locker rooms, I believe, or something close to that. But no, it's just probably concessions. But over there, to the bottom left, is probably where the athletes stay and are their locker rooms for when they're waiting.
After you run, water's good.
That's tasty. Hey, Mom, can I ask you a couple questions?
Sure.
What, well, you can keep walking. I'm trying to work on walking and talking at the same time while filming. I won't. And anywho, what has been a single landscape, building, or place that we've been to on this trip that you remember the closest?
I want to say the Autzen Stadium. Remember that the most because the best part of that for me was the trail that walks through to go from the campus to the stadium.
Okay. Did it remind you of just a rainforest?
Yeah, actually, that's a good description.
Okay.
But I really liked it, and the stadium is awesome, and nothing like we see for college sports in Colorado or in a lot of other states. You can tell that college football is big time here in Eugene, so I was pretty impressed by it all.
Okay. One other question I have for you
Okay.
is what's the biggest difference just between here and Denver? Any type of difference, people-wise. Weather is a big obvious difference, but small difference maybe that you've noticed just living this short 3 days here.
I think it's a small town, so that's what feels kind of different. Small town atmosphere, less people, not a big metropolitan downtown area at all. So I'd say that's one of the biggest differences.
Okay. Got one more question. What sport do you think Y will get into more than anything? And would you be surprised at all by this time next year if he has gotten into running?
I think I would be surprised, although for Wiley it would be something he could do by himself. He tends to like to do things by himself. But I'm
sound more or just hanging out?
I'm thinking that he might really like to get into hockey again. And I know they have hockey as one of the intramural things that you can do here.
Are you talking about roller hockey or ice hockey?
No, ice hockey.
Okay,
That's his love.
cool. What about football or soccer? I'm talking more flag football than anything.
I actually think if he starts playing flag football, he would really like that. Because he does really like football, and I think if he just started getting out there and playing, he'd probably like that better than soccer.
Okay. He has always wanted to play and talked about playing, so it wouldn't mean, yeah, true. I couldn't see it being that big of a surprise or anything like that. Alright. So, Wiley's campus is quite large. It's different from ASU in the fact that you can't tell how big it is. At ASU, there wasn't as many trees or as many hills, so you could see from one end of the campus to the other just based on the buildings poking out along the skyline, I'd say. But here you could be lost far more easily. And yeah, we're back at the campus now. So go ahead and checking out Y's room, and then him and I are gonna go walk what I ran yesterday. Hopefully, if I can remember the route. And I don't want to. It'll probably take like 2 hours too because of the fact that I was running it. So yeah, we'll be back in this room in a second.
Signing off. This is Natesky.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna call myself that. Alright. Hey kid, it's me and Mom. We just wanted to say we love you. And we're already talking about how much it's gonna be weird getting back home and everything. Mom wanted me to take this video of us for you. So yeah. And here's Mom with a little something.
I can't talk. I'm gonna cry. We're gonna miss you, White Joe. I love you so much. Don't worry about us. We're gonna be fine. It's all right. I knew I was gonna cry at some point. I cried sooner when I left 8.
She did.
I have a headache too, so that's why I'm crying. Oh, we love you. You take care. If you need anything, make sure you call us. I love you, little kid. You White Joe.
We love you, baby.